The stars were quiet. The planets moved in silence. Space had always been peaceful, till today. It all started on Earth's biggest space station, Orion Station. High above the blue planet, scientists worked day and night, watching the deep, dark space. They listened for signals, checked for asteroids, and made sure Earth was safe. For years, nothing strange happened. The same old sounds: static, solar storms, meteor alerts. Everything was normal. But today, something different came through. Inside the small control room, young scientist Emma Carter sat at her desk, sipping coffee. She was new, only 25, fresh, from the academy. But she was smarter than most people twice her age. Her job was simple: listen to space, check the signals, report anything unusual. Suddenly her screen blinked red. A signal. Weak. Broken. But real. Emma frowned. Probably just space noise, she whispered to herself. But the signal kept coming, repeating, like a whisper in the dark. She turned up the volume. It sounded strange, like static mixed with something else. A pattern, almost like words. Her heart raced. She called her supervisor. "Sir, I'm getting a strange signal. It's not from our satellites." Dr. Marcus Hale, a tall man with silver hair, walked over. "Let me see." He listened. His face stayed calm. "Just space junk. It could be an old probe signal bouncing around." But Emma wasn't sure. She copied the signal into the computer and ran a quick translation. Her eyes widened. The screen showed simple, clear words. "It's coming." Emma froze. "Sir, look at this." Dr. Hale chuckled. "Glitch. Old signals sometimes get scrambled." "Don't worry." But deep down, Emma knew. This wasn't normal. Moments later, the space station's main sensors beeped. A new alert flashed across all screens. "Unknown object detected, outer solar system." The control room buzzed with activity. Officers, scientists, and soldiers rushed to their stations. A large, dark object was moving near Pluto. It wasn't a comet. It wasn't an asteroid. It wasn't human. The cameras zoomed in. The image appeared on the big screen. A massive black ship. Silent, cold. The surface looked old, cracked, but strong, like it had traveled for hundreds of years. People stared in shock. The station commander, General Reed, entered the room. His voice was firm. "What is that thing?" No one had an answer. "Is it hostile?" someone asked. "Maybe it's a lost alien probe," another said. "It's just one ship," General Reed replied. "We've seen worse." But Emma shook her head. Her eyes stayed on the decoded message. "It's coming," we whispered. "We haven't seen anything like this." Soon, news spread across Earth. The media called it the Visitor. Some people panicked, others laughed. Governments promised everything was under control. But deep in space, near Pluto, the unknown ship stayed silent. Watching, Earth's military sent small fighter ships to investigate. Brave pilots flew towards the dark object. Everyone watched. Live as the fighters approached. The ship did nothing. No movement, no lights. Just floating in space. Suddenly the fighters vanished. No explosion, no signal, just gone. The control room fell silent. General Reed's face turned pale. What happened to them? No one knew. Then Emma's computer beeped again. Another message appeared. "It's coming." This time, the signal was stronger, clearer, closer. Emma stood up, her voice shaking. "It's not just a ship, it's a warning." The room filled with fear, officers argued. Scientists checked their data. Generals called for backup, but deep down, they all knew the truth. They had thought it was just one ship, just a visitor, just another space mystery. But now, no planet felt safe anymore. The dark ship floated near Pluto, cold and silent. From Earth, it looked like a shadow hiding in space. Big, mysterious, dangerous inside Orion space station. No one could relax. The small fighter ships sent to investigate had vanished without a trace. No signal, no explosion, nothing. The leaders of Earth were in shock. The president of the United Earth Council spoke to the people. His face was calm, but his eyes showed fear. "We are aware of the unknown ship," he said. "We believe it means no harm, but we are ready for anything." But not everyone believed that. In the control room, Emma Carter watched the screen. The message was still there. "It's coming." No one could explain what it meant. But Emma had a bad feeling. She looked at the image of the alien ship. It was huge. It's bigger than any human spaceship. Its surface was dark, rough, like it had survived. Many battles, no windows, no lights, just a dead floating monster in the sky. The generals called it a scout ship, a ship sent to look around. They thought maybe aliens wanted to say hello. "We will send peaceful signals," General Reed announced. "We don't want war." Satellites and beacons around Pluto flashed with friendly messages. "We come in peace," they said. "Let's talk, we are friendly." For hours they waited. No reply. The alien ship stayed silent, unmoving. Some scientists thought maybe the aliens couldn't hear. Others thought maybe they didn't understand. But Emma wasn't so sure. She kept reading the decoded message again and again. "It's coming." It wasn't here yet. That meant something worse was on the way. Suddenly, new orders came. "From Earth's military command, send in the heavy scouts," they said. "If it's just one ship, we can handle it." 3 large military ships launched from Jupiter base. These were not small fighters. They were armed, fast, and ready for battle if needed. The whole world watched as the ships approached Pluto. Captain Ron Hayes, leader of the scout fleet, spoke. To the cameras, "Stay calm, people," he smiled. "It's just one ship. We'll check it out and come home." The scouts moved closer to the dark object. No movement. A few more kilometers. Still nothing. Captain Hayes opened a communication. "Channel, this is Captain Hayes of the United Earth Fleet. We come in peace. Identify yourself." Silence. The scouts kept moving. "Maybe it's an old alien ship." "Empty, broken," one officer suggested. But Emma was watching closely. Her computer beeped again. The message repeated, stronger than before. "It's coming. Stop them." Emma whispered. "They need to stay away." But it was too late. As the scouts came within 1 kilometer of the alien ship, everything changed. The dark ship moved for the first time. It didn't fire weapons. It didn't speak. Instead, strange lights covered its surface, lines of red energy crawling like veins across its body. The 3 scout ships vanished, gone from all sensors. 1 second they were there, the next. Nothing. The world fell silent. "Where are they?" General Reed shouted. "Checking sensors," replied the officer. But the screens were empty. 3 human ships, dozens of people. Gone in a second. No explosions. No debris. No life signs. Just nothing. Panic filled the control room. Emma looked at the screen again. Her hands shook. The message updated. "It's coming. We warned you." Her heart skipped a beat. "Sir," she called. "It's not a simple ship. It's a warning system. We've made a mistake." General Reed's face turned pale. "We sent scouts to their death." The alien ship stayed near Pluto, floating like a shadow. But now, it wasn't quiet anymore. The sensors showed energy building inside the ship. "Is it powering up?" An officer asked. No one answered. Back on Earth, fear spread fast. People filled the streets looking at the sky. The media showed the dark ship on every screen. Some cried. Some shouted for war. But no one truly understood what was coming. Inside the Orion space station, Emma stared at the endless stars. "They thought it was just one ship," she whispered, but she knew. This was only the beginning. The dark ship stayed near Pluto, silent and still. But everyone knew. It was not harmless. 3 human scout ships had gone near it. They had disappeared without a sound. No explosions. Just gone. Across Earth, fear grew like wildfire on the news. The anchors looked worried. "The unknown object near Pluto has destroyed 3 of our ships," they reported. No one knows how. No one knows why. In the streets, people looked to the sky, afraid. Some believed it was aliens. Some thought it was a weapon. Some thought it was the end of the world. Inside Orion's space station, Emma Carter watched the screens carefully. Her computer beeped again. The same message repeated. It's coming. Now. The message was being picked up on every colony Mars, Moon, even the stations near Jupiter. The message was everywhere. Emma's heart felt heavy. This is not just a ship, she whispered. This is a warning. The leaders of Earth tried to calm everyone. We are not alone in the solar system, announced President Malik, leader of the United Earth Council. His voice was strong, but his eyes showed fear. But we are ready. There is nothing to panic about. It's just one ship. But in the military control rooms, the situation was worse than they admitted. Reports came from Mars Colony. The huge telescopes on Mars had seen the ship up close. They said it wasn't made of metal. It looked alive. General Reed held a secret meeting with his top officers. What do you mean? Alive? He asked. It's not a normal ship, sir, replied the science officer. It moves like a creature. The surface changes shape. It breathes. The room fell silent. General Reed frowned. We've dealt with strange things before. It's just one ship. But Emma stood in the corner listening. She knew better. Suddenly, all the deep space sensors beeped. New alert, shouted the technician. The ship has disappeared from Pluto's orbit. What? How? General Reed barked. The screens showed empty space. The dark ship was gone. Check Mars. Check Jupiter. Check everywhere, Reed ordered. Within minutes, panic spread. The ship appeared near Mars. But it didn't travel normally. It didn't fly. It jumped. One moment it was near Pluto, the next near Mars. How can it move like that? Emma asked. No one had an answer then. The worst news came. Mars Colony. Silent. No signals. No contact. No life signs. They sent rescue drones to Mars. The footage came back within hours. Empty cities. No people, no animals, no signs of a fight, just silence. The once busy Mars colony was now a graveyard. The Earth Council tried to hide the truth, but the news leaked fast. People panicked. Across Earth, on the Moon, on Jupiter's space stations, everyone was scared. If the ship could destroy Mars colony so fast, no planet was safe. In the dark meeting room, General Reed looked tired. His hands trembled as he held the report. We underestimated it, he whispered. It's not just one ship. Emma stepped forward. It's worse than you think, sir, she said. Reed looked at her, confused. Worse. Emma pointed to the message on her screen. It's coming. Scrolled down. The message had changed. This is the scout. The others will follow. General Reed's eyes widened. You see, sir? Emma explained, her voice low. It was never just one ship that was the scout, the first one. The real danger is still coming. Everyone in the room stared at her in shock. Suddenly, the sensors beeped again. Unknown signals detected, shouted the technician. Multiple locations, deep space, hundreds of contacts. General Reed's face turned pale. Across the solar system, hundreds of similar ships, moving fast, heading towards human colonies. Emma closed her eyes, fear building inside. They thought it was just one ship, she whispered. Now, no planet feels safe again. The solar system was no longer quiet. The unknown ship had destroyed Mars colony without firing a single shot. People had vanished. Cities were empty. The red planet had turned into a ghost world. And now, the real fear began. Inside Orion's space station, alarms beeped again and again. The screens showed something terrifying. Hundreds of similar ships. Dark, silent, deadly. Moving fast toward different planets and stations. They're everywhere, whispered the radar officer. General Reed stood frozen, staring at the blinking red dots on the map. This can't be happening. But it was. The alien ships were not slow. They could jump across space, appearing anywhere, anytime, in just hours. Moonbase Alpha, dash gone. No warning. No escape. Europa Station, near Jupiter silent. Titan colony. Near Saturn, no response. World after world, vanishing. On Earth, The media struggled to stay calm. "This is not an invasion," the news anchors lied. "We are investigating the situation." But the people knew better. They had seen the footage from Mars. They had seen the scout ship wipe out 3 human ships without a trace. And now they saw the sky filled with unknown signals. In the control room, Emma Carter worked non-stop. "Earth." Computers showed the alien message again. "The scout has prepared the way. The others will follow." Emma's face was pale. Her eyes were heavy with fear. She had warned them, but no one had listened. "Sir," Emma said to General Reed, "we can't fight them. Not like this." Reed clenched his fists. "We have to try." Across Earth's orbit, human warships gathered. Massive battleships, fighters, defense stations. The biggest space army Earth had ever seen, but everyone inside knew it might not be enough. The first group of alien ships appeared near Venus. The human fleet moved fast. "Weapons ready," shouted the captain of the battleship Liberty. The alien ships floated silently. No radio signals, no lights, no sound. Then they attacked, but not with missiles or lasers. A strange energy wave pulsed from their ships. It wasn't visible to the human eye, but sensors caught it. Within seconds, the human ships lost control. Engines died. Weapons failed. Communication stopped. The alien ships moved through the disabled fleet like shadows, and one by one, the ships disappeared. No explosions, no debris, no escape. The human fleet near Venus was gone. Back at Orion Station, panic filled the room. "How? Do we fight something we can't even touch?" shouted one officer. General Reed's face was pale, his voice low. "We can't." Emma looked at her screen. The alien message updated again. "Your worlds are unprepared. Your planets are weak. You are not safe." The solar system map showed planet after planet going dark. Only Earth remained untouched. For now. The president of the United Earth Council made an emergency announcement. His face was tired, his voice broken. "We thought it was just one ship," he said. "We were wrong. This is the end of peace. But we will not give up. Earth will stand. Humanity will stand." But deep down, everyone was afraid. Across the stars, no planet was safe. The colonies humans had built over decades. It's gone. The brave soldiers sent to defend them vanished. The alien fleet. Growing closer inside her lab, Emma stared at the stars. She remembered. The first message, "It's coming." Now it was here, and it wasn't stopping. The solar system was under attack. One by one, human colonies vanished. Mars, the Moon, Europa, Titan, all gone. No fight, no warnings. Just silence. But Earth was still standing. Inside Orion's space station, fear filled every room. Soldiers and leaders stared at their screens. The alien ships were moving closer. No one felt safe. But finally, there was a small hope. For months, Earth had been working on a secret project, a warship unlike any other. Its name was Vanguard, a massive, powerful, human-made battleship. Faster, stronger, smarter than anything built before. It was designed to fight the unknown, to protect Earth from the next big threat. Now, that threat was here. General Reed stood inside the command room. His eyes were cold, but his voice was strong. "The Vanguard is ready," he said. "We hunt the hunter now." Inside the station, Emma Carter watched nervously. She wasn't a soldier, but her knowledge of the alien signals made her important. She was ordered to join the mission. "You decoded their messages," General Reed told her. "You know them better than anyone." Emma didn't want to go. But Earth needed her soon. The mighty Vanguard launched from its hidden base near the moon. The ship was huge, carried the best weapons, the smartest AI, and brave soldiers ready. For war as it left Earth's orbit, people cheered. For the first time, there was hope, but no one knew what they were walking into. The mission was simple. Find the alien scout ship, destroy it, and send a message to the others. But deep down, Emma knew. It wouldn't be easy. Hours later, near Saturn, the Vanguard found the target, the alien ship, the same dark, silent monster that had destroyed Mars' colony, was waiting. It floated near Saturn's rings, cold and quiet, like a shadow watching them. On the Vanguard's bridge, the captain gave the order. All weapons ready. Emma stared at the screen, heart racing. Her computer showed the alien message. Again, we are watching. You are weak. You are not ready. But today, Earth was ready. The Vanguard's cannons charged. Missiles locked on. Fire, shouted the captain. A storm of weapons flew toward the alien ship. This time, the alien ship reacted. It released strange energy waves, just like before. But the Vanguard was built for this. Its shields held strong. It's a brew, countered the alien energy. The ship stayed standing. For the first time, the alien ship looked weak. The Vanguard's weapons hit their target. Explosions shook space. The dark ship cracked. Its surface burned. Cheers filled the Vanguard, but it wasn't over. Suddenly, the alien ship split apart. From inside, strange mechanical creatures flew out fast, deadly glowing with energy. They weren't ships. They weren't alive. They were something in between, machines with minds. The real battle had begun. Inside the Vanguard, alarms blared. Fighter pilots launched. Drones attacked. The space near Saturn became a battlefield. Emma worked fast, decoding. Alien signals. She found something. The ship is sending a message, she shouted. General Reed leaned in. What message? Emma translated the words. This is only the scout. You cannot stop what comes next. General Reed's face hardened. We'll see about that. The Vanguard's weapons fired again. The alien ship weakened. Its energy faded. Finally, with one last blast, the ship exploded. Pieces of metal and dark matter floated into space. The battlefield fell quiet. Humanity had won. For now, back on Earth, people celebrated, for the first time. They believed they could fight back. But Emma wasn't celebrating. She looked at the decoded message again. Now they will come, she knew. The real danger wasn't the scout ship. The real threat was still out there. Bigger, stronger, closer. The alien scout ship was gone. The mighty human warship. Vanguard had destroyed it near Saturn. For the first time, Earth had won. But there was no happiness on Orion's space station. The alien message was still fresh in everyone's mind. Now they will come. Inside the control room, silence filled the air. Screens showed empty space, but everyone knew the real enemy was out there. Emma Carter sat by her computer. Reading the decoded messages over and over, she had translated a new part, and it was worse than anyone expected. This wasn't just a random ship, she explained. To General Reed and the other leaders, it was sent by an empire. General Reed frowned. What empire? Emma clicked her screen. Old symbols appeared. Strange writing, ancient images. All pulled from the alien ship's wreckage, she explained. There is a galactic empire. Old, powerful, they send these scout ships to test planets. Test them how? Asked the science officer. Emma's voice was low. They watch. They check if a planet is ready to defend itself. If the planet is strong, they leave it alone. If it's weak, she didn't finish the sentence. Everyone understood. General Reed clenched his fists. So the scout ship was their test, and we destroyed it. Emma nodded. Yes, and now they know we exist. The room fell silent again. The Empire had been hidden in the shadows, watching, waiting, sending their scouts. And now, Earth had their attention. Back! On Earth, leaders held emergency meetings. News channels were filled with experts, rumors, and fear. Some said it was just another alien race. Some said Earth could fight them, but Emma knew better. This was not just another alien race. It was a civilization so old, so advanced, that even destroying their scout was dangerous. The scientists studied the wreckage of the alien ship. It wasn't made of simple metal. Its parts were living tissue mixed with machines. A biomechanical design beyond human understanding. Worse, ship had technology that allowed it to jump across space instantly. If the Empire has more ships like this, Emma said. They could be anywhere, anytime, General Reed agreed. And they know we fought back. The question was, what would they do now? The answer came sooner than expected. Deep space sensors detected a new signal, a giant fleet. Hundreds of ships, moving toward Earth. But this time, they weren't scouts. They were warships. The Empire was coming across the solar system. Fear spread fast. People looked to the sky. On the Moon, Mars, and floating cities near Jupiter, sirens echoed. The governments declared a state of emergency. Inside Vanguard, engineers worked day and night. Soldiers prepared for the fight of their lives. Emma sat in the strategy room, decoding the enemy's latest message. It was clear, cold, final. Your planet showed strength. Now you must face the test. General Reed slammed his fist on the table. We will not kneel to them. But Emma whispered softly, we've only seen their shadow. Now we will meet their empire. As the first enemy ships appeared on the sensors, Earth realized the truth. It had never been about one ship. The scout was just the beginning. The real war was about to start. The sky was no longer peaceful. Hundreds of alien warships had entered the solar system. Their dark shapes floated through space like shadows of death. They were silent, but deadly. Across Earth, sirens screamed. On the Moon, Mars, and space stations, people held their breath. The alien empire had arrived. Inside the massive human warship Vanguard, soldiers, scientists, and engineers prepared for the impossible. This was not just another mission. This was humanity's last stand. In the control room, General Reed stood tall. His face was hard. His voice was steady. This is it, he said. They came to test us. We will show them what humans can do. Next to him, Emma Carter worked quickly. On her computer, she had been studying the alien messages for weeks. She had cracked another piece of their language. The Empire believes we are weak, she told General Reed. They think we will break, but they are wrong. General Reed nodded. Then, let's prove it. Human fleet gathered near Jupiter. It was the largest space force Earth had ever seen. Battleships, fighters, drones, and defense platforms already. But still, they looked small compared to the alien fleet, the Empire's. Ships were bigger, their weapons were stronger. Their technology was beyond human science, but humans had something else. Hope, courage, and now. The Vanguard, the Empire's warships, approached. Their leader sent a final message to Earth. You resisted our scout. You showed strength now. Face the consequences. But General Reed had his own message. We are not afraid of shadows. We are not afraid of empires. We are humanity. The battle began. The first shots lit up the darkness of space. Human ships fired lasers and missiles. The alien fleet answered with strange energy blasts. Explosions filled the sky. The Empire's ships were powerful, but humans fought with everything. The Vanguard led the attack. Its advanced shields blocked enemy fire. Its heavy cannons ripped through the alien ships, but the Empire wasn't easy to defeat. More enemy ships jumped into the battle. The human fleet started. Losing ground, fighters were destroyed. Defense platforms exploded. For a moment, looked hopeless. Inside the Vanguard, alarms blared. We're outnumbered, shouted the officer. But Emma wasn't ready to give up. She had one last idea. The alien ships use biomechanical systems. She explained, we can hack them. General Reed's eyes narrowed. You sure? No, Emma replied honestly. But it's our only chance. There was no time to argue. Emma connected her system to the Vanguard's AI together. They launched a virus into the alien network at first. Nothing happened then. The alien ships flickered, their lights dimmed, their weapons powered down. A few even crashed into each other. The humans attacked. Fast, missiles hit their targets. Enemy ships exploded. The Empire's fleet was breaking apart. The battle turned. Cheers filled the human ships. The vanguard pushed forward, leading the final strike. One by one, the alien warships fell. The Empire's fleet was defeated. For the first time, Earth had struck back. For the first time, they had won. But Emma wasn't smiling. She looked at the decoded alien message again. This was only the beginning. The Empire never forgets. General Reed stood beside her. They'll come again, he said. Emma nodded. Forget, it won't be a scout fleet. It will be their full force. The sky grew quiet again, but Earth knew. The war was not over. It had only just begun. The stars looked calm. Space looked peaceful. But everyone knew. It was a lie. The Empire's scout fleet had been destroyed. Humanity had won the biggest space battle in its history, but the price was heavy. Half the human fleet was gone. Many space stations were destroyed. The colonies on Mars, Moon, and Titan were silent. Empty, and now, the real fear began. Inside Orion's space station, leaders gathered in the command room. The giant screen showed deep space. Beyond the solar system, new signals were detected. At first they were weak, faint, like whispers in the dark. But they grew stronger. Hundreds, thousands, more than anyone could count. They're coming, whispered Emma Carter, her eyes fixed on the screen. General Reed stood beside her, his face pale but strong. We knew this was possible, he said. Emma nodded. The scout was just the beginning. The Empire has seen us now. They know we can fight. Reed's voice was steady. And they want to crush us before we become a real threat. The room filled with silence. The decoded message from the Empire played again. Your planet showed courage, but courage is not enough. The true force of the Empire arrives. Across Earth, people prepared. Spaceports were packed with families trying to escape. Factories built new weapons day and night. Military ships orbited Earth, ready for the final stand. But no one truly felt safe. Not anymore, even on distant colonies that had survived. Fear spread like fire. No planet felt safe again. The Empire was not just another alien race. It was an ancient, powerful civilization that had destroyed countless worlds across the galaxy. And now, Earth was next. The people remembered. The words, "It's coming." Now, it wasn't just one ship. It was an armada, a storm of ships, weapons, machines. It's moving fast, unstoppable. Emma stood alone by the large window of Orion Station. She looked at Earth so small, so fragile. For a moment, she closed her eyes. But she wasn't ready to give up. Maybe we can't win, she whispered. But we will never bow, never kneel. In the dark sky, new enemy ships appeared. The invasion had begun. The alarms blared. The final battle was coming, but no matter how dark the night, humans had learned one thing. They were not easy to break. They were not easy to silence. And even if no planet feels safe again, humanity would fight. Until the last breath, until the last star. The screen faded to black. 3 final words appeared.